Why were you so set on telling this story?
Yeah, I really wanted to explore relationships. I thought, because I like to write about things I don't understand. And there were many relationships in my life that were troubling, or many things about relationships, rather, that I found troubling. And I wanted to work it out through these characters, much like Liam Neeson's character is doing.
Yeah, Liam Neeson's character, Michael, he writes, about his personal life. Do you think
he writes and rewrites his own life, yes.
Do you think a writer has a responsibility to watch out for what he writes and may hurt other people?
No, I think we have the opposite. I think writers sort of have the responsibility to to try and get to the truth of what we are feeling, and it's a tough thing because often other people pay the price for our own selfishness as writers, as creators.
And what are some of the challenges of having such a ensemble cast? Also, they're in different subplots. How do you interconnect them, and what are the challenges and drawbacks of that?
Well, this is a film that's set in 3 different cities. I wanted to shoot in really romantic settings, and so it's choosing those cities, and then getting my actors to get to those cities. But we were very lucky to shoot a lot of this film in Italy, and it's not that hard to convince people to go to Italy. Food's pretty good, and it's a great experience. It was a wonderful experience doing that. But and I was really blessed with an amazing cast. They really dug in and did some good work.
And how did you come up with your characters? You say you write about things that you're not sure of, relationships, and are these all characters from personal experiences? Do you kind of just?
They're all the characters are based on questions that I have. And in this case, I had many questions. One is about, I was doing the beginning, the middle, and end of a relationship in 3 different stories. But, one was, okay, if you have somebody how do you deal with an impossible person who you love? And there's different ways to do that. Do you try to change them? And if you do you change them into someone you no longer love? If you find someone who's completely untrustworthy, and if you trust them, if you imbue them with trust, do they become what we imbue them with? If you believe in somebody who can't even believe in themselves, very romantic notion. Or if you damn them, if you hold a mirror up to them and said, look at this, look at who you are, face it. Who's reflected in that very cruel mirror? Is that me or you? And what's the result? So those are some of the things. But also I was toying with the question about, questions I have about, what's more important to me? If I had to choose between the woman I loved and a really good story, it's like, there's a lot of questions in this film, things I couldn't work out.
And tell me how it was working with such a great, talented cast.
They're all pains in the ass. They're all divas. Liam Neeson, always. No, they're wonderful. I was so blessed. I like to work with people, multiple times. And Liam, I was lucky enough to work with my 2nd time. Mila, my 1st time, but I always wanted to work with her. James Franco, multiple times. And this is, with Olivia Wilde, my 3rd time working with her. Moran, my 2nd time working with Moran. So, and Maria Bello, I'd always wanted to work with, like him. So it was.
Yeah, a lot of this movie touches on really heavy subject matter, and is there ways to keep things less tense on the set, or do you like to keep the tension up?
It's a very romantic picture, is what I think. So you just have to. I mean, we're celebrating sort of the best, and we're revealing some of the worst of ourselves. But that's, I guess, that's what we do. That's what their job is as actors, is to just dig deep.
My last question is, what advice do you have for filmmakers?
What advice do I have for filmmakers? I think as soon as possible, win a couple of Oscars. It really helps with a career. I don't know. It's like,
That's great advice, though.
I just try to tell a good story, and it's hard. We all do the same thing. We're all just trying to tell a story the best way we can.